clear path of success in life, and this is what I gave my clients. All right, first, when you're in high school, first, like now this is I'm gonna give y'all the quick game. I'm gonna give you a 5-minute version of a long story. First of all, when your son is young, you got to make sure he's around coaches that know how to coach. All right. That's just what it is. And like, don't just go to the best team. Go to a team where he can develop it. All right. Now, if his coach is not good, let him face that adversity though. Yep. Don't leave
in the middle of the season.
In the middle of the season. Face the adversity, go through it, and then next year leave. Right. Okay. Boom. Your whole
so there's
mindset,
leaving and there's a proper way of leaving.
But so let me tell you about me.
Finished.
I didn't just leave.
Right.
Like I wanted to leave because I wasn't starting.
Right.
But back in the day, remember you had to go up to the coach, get your release papers in person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't want to face that music.
Right.
So that's why I didn't leave the park, and I played O-line for 2 years.
Right.
For 2 years, and I was a running back.
Well,
but it taught me adversity.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I tried to transfer. I ain't gonna lie. My first year, I got homesick, and I called Oregon, and I didn't realize that it was a rule that if you contact them, they have to contact your coach. So I skipped practice. I called them. They was gonna accept me, and then they called George Perlis, was my coach, because they had to notify him. Then they called me in the office, put me and my mom on the phone, and they was like, "Why you want to leave?" I was like, "I don't like it up here, man." And he was like, "Look, we on this quarter system. We're playing 2 games before the students even come on campus. All you guys are doing is 2-a-days. You're not supposed to like it. I'll make a deal with you. If after the students get on campus, after the first quarter, if you don't like it, I'll grant your release." And I always laugh, but I tell people when them girls from Detroit and Flint came on campus, that's what kept me there, man. That's what did
it. But again, see, but that's us. Every freshman want to leave.
You do, because you know what I tell people is what I learned even here is that my issue was I was comparing. I'm from L.A., from Carson. It doesn't matter where you from. You don't really say where you from. You call it home.
Yeah.
And when you go somewhere, if you constantly comparing everything to home, you're not going to enjoy it. So I was out there, I was like, man, we would normally be getting some burritos or some pastrami food or some whatever. We was in Lansing, and all they had was chain restaurants out in L.A. You got all these different places. Then I'd be like, man, we would be going to this club. They would be playing. And it wasn't until after my first year, I let it go. And I started listening to that old booty shake music that they was playing.
Yeah.
And I started enjoying it. And then I said, you know what? You got to accept where you at and enjoy where you at, and then it'll be cool. So once I stopped comparing everything to home, complaining about the weather, the girls and all this stuff, I enjoyed it. So it actually helped me when I moved to Atlanta. I just accepted it for what it was. But yeah, everybody want to leave. When
who taught the sense into you though?
I mean, my
like,
parents, my parents been married for 54 years, man.
Okay.
And I always say my mom she taught me that we can do whatever we want to do. But then my dad taught me that you have to work for it. So the work ethic was my dad, and then my mom was the dreamer. And, and then we never really quit anything. They wasn't hard on anything, but I just seen my dad finish. He used to take me to go to work with him. He had a regular job, but then we would go out on Friday and Saturday, and he would clean all of the phone booths. They used to have glass phone booths.
Yeah, I remember phone booths.
We used to spray them down, cover them, and clean them. We used to be out there 2, 3 in the morning when the airport was closed. But I seen hard work demonstrated, and so that's pretty much all that I knew. And then it was like anytime I had any success, it was because I just kept working at it. So whenever I failed, they was like, okay, well, you didn't do it. If you want to do it, you need to go out there and practice. And then I seen that when I practiced, I had success.
Oh, okay.
So my thing, I was focused on, I was like, I always tell people, when I was in elementary school, my dream was to play high school football, because our high school was ranked like 1 and 2 in the nation. And then when I got to high school, I was like, well, if I'm good enough, I'll play college. And then I was like, well, if I get to college and I do good enough, maybe I can go pro. But I just accepted for whatever it was. But I was realistic, man. Them dudes, we had people on our team that when they tell you, hey, we going to the game, put on a sports coat, they would put on a starter jacket.
Yeah.
Because they don't know better.
Yeah.
It was people that we got complaints from the hotel room that people was throwing their beds on the floor because the dude couldn't get comfortable with a box spring because he had never in his life slept on the bed with a box spring. It was people that didn't know how to cut steak. And so when you out there competing against them dudes, it's different. I wasn't really tripping. They wanted to play some ball. You know what I mean? I was out there chasing girls. So, but I realized, man, this dude would kill me to get this ball. I really don't care. So I was like, you know what? I probably ain't going pro.
but
But I'm going to get this degree.
yeah.